Friends, welcome to Memoneet. So today we will be discussing the questions of NEET 2025, the part 1 from 91 to 135. So let's start with question number 91. Okay. So question number 91 it is saying that which of the following is the unit of productivity of the ecosystem? It's a very easy question. Okay. It's a very easy question according to this paper. The unit of productivity is kilocalorie per square per year. Okay. Kilocalorie per meter square per year. So that is the first option. The first option is the correct answer for this question. Then second question is also very easy. It is saying that the first menstruation is called ovulation. Menopause is the stoppage of the menstruation. So menarche is the correct answer. Diapause is not related with this menstruation thing. Okay, diapause is different thing. In question number 93, it is saying that assertion reason, it is saying that all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrate. Absolutely right. And reason is saying that the member of subphylum vertebrata possess notochord during the embryonic period. The notochord is replaced by the cartilaginous or bony vertebral column in the adult. So this is also correct. So both assertion and reason are correct. And reason is the correct explanation of the assertion because if you put a because here, then if you read the statement, both the statements, then you will find a link between them. So this is also easy one. Then question number 94. 94 is also very easy. And you have this genes R and Y follow the independent assortment. Okay, independent assortment is followed. Then RRYY produce the round yellow seeds, and RRYY produce the wrinkled green seeds. What is the phenotypic ratio? This is directly from your NCERT. The phenotypic ratio is this one 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. Okay, question number 4. Then moving to question number 95, it is saying that statement first, the DNA fragments extracted from gene electrophoresis can be used in construction of the recombinant DNA. Absolutely correct, because you can use DNA fragments that can be used for recombinant DNA which are extracted from the gel electrophoresis. Then it is saying that it's a tricky one. It is saying the smaller sized DNA fragments are observed near anode, while larger fragments are found near the oils in agarose gel. So you can show the DNA as the negative charge. Okay, so that's why it will be smaller the size that will move the farthest. So it will go towards the anode, and the larger fragment will not move the slowest or the least. So that's why they will be found around the wells of agarose gel. So both statements are correct. Second is your correct answer. Moving to the next question, question number 96. It is saying that what is the main function of spindle fiber? So tell me, what is the main function of spindle fiber? Is it to regulate the cell growth? No. And to separate the chromosomes. It is the correct one. Second option. So there is no function of synthesis or damage of DNA in for spindle fiber. Okay. Then question number 97. It is saying that how many meiotic and meiotic divisions need to occur for the development of a mature, just, just take the word, mature female gametophyte from the megaspore mother cell. So MMC, megaspore mother cell to mature female gametophyte. So how many? So in angiosperms, the megaspore mother cell undergo one meiosis to form four megaspore. One functional megaspore undergoes three multiple division to form the seven cell eight nucleated embryo sac. So correct answer will be option number 4. This is a good question, but this is from your NCERT. So whatever the questions we discussed, all are from the NCERT. And the most important thing is that all these questions come in your BTS, Brahmatra test series, FLT paper. All these questions we have already discussed. Most of the questions, similar kind of question, this kind of question, look-alike questions are come. Okay, so there's nothing new in that. In question number 98, it is saying that identify the statement that is not correct. Constant not correct, it is saying. Okay, so constant region of heavy and light chains are located at the C terminus of the antibody molecules. If you see this, This is the C terminus. This is the N terminus. This is your constant region, correct? Each antibody has two light and two heavy chains. Two light and two heavy chains, correct? The heavy and light chains are held together by disulfide bonds, correct? The antigen binding site is located at the C terminal digital node. This is the antigen binding site. This is the N terminal. So the fourth question is your correct. Fourth option. So this is a very deep analysis of your diagram. Also, deep analysis of your diagram. Diagram of the antibody. So you have to look after each and every inserted diagram. You can't skip. Not just remembering it, but to understand it and visualize it. Now, question number 99. It is saying that consider the following. You have to choose the correct one. Uh, sorry. The reductive division for the female gametogenesis starts earlier than a male. So this starts before the birth, and for male it happens after puberty. Okay. So then it is correct. Then the gap between the first meiotic division and the second meiotic division is much shorter for male compared to female. You know that. Okay. The gap is very shorter. Then and the C is saying that the first polar body associated with the formation of the primary site. No, it is formation with the secondary site, not the primary site. Okay. Then D. Luteinizing hormone surge, LH surge leads to disintegration of the endometrium and the onset of menstrual bleeding. Is it correct? No. LH surge triggers ovulation, not menstruation. This is not correct. So which is the correct one? And second option is your correct answer. Then question number 100. Again, this question is, I will say this question is not directly from the NCERT, but deep analysis of the NCERT. So first assertion is saying that cells of the tapetum possess dense cytoplasm and generally have more than one nucleus. This one is correct. This one is true, you know. Then the result is saying that presence of more than one nucleus in the tapetum increases the efficiency of the nourishing and developing microscope for the cell. Yeah, it is also true. And if you put a because there, now read the statements, you will find the reason is explaining the assertion why the tapetum has just cytoplasm and more than one nucleus. What's the function of the nucleus? That is to provide the nourishment. Second option here is your correct answer. This is a good question, tricky question. Question number 101. It is saying that the same thing. You know, you don't need to read all this thing if you have already read the chapter. Okay, so you know that it's a simple trick is there. Blue colored colony means no insert, and white color colony means there is insert. This is the simple trick to solve this question. Okay, so let's read the statement. In blue colored colony have DNA insert. No, definitely not correct. The statement second, it is saying that the colonies without blue color have DNA inside. Absolutely correct. It's a white colony. Okay, so identified as recombinant colonies. So statement one is incorrect, but statement second is correct. First option is your correct answer. Then question number 102. It is saying that in bryophytes, the gamma help in which of the following? Okay, gaseous exchange no, sexual reproduction no. Gamma is an asexual structure, so it helps in asexual reproduction. Third option. Then question number 103. So adenosine. Adenosine is a nucleoside. Okay. It doesn't have the phosphorus. And adenylate acid is the nucleotide. Adenine is your nitrogenous base. And alanine is amino acid. This is easy question but confusing one. Fourth option is the correct answer. The question 100. This is the toughest question I guess of this paper. Toughest. This question can have two answers actually. This question both 2 and 3 you can mark. But most probably it should have the 2 as the most probable answer. We also give that most probable. So it is saying that with the help of this given pedigree, Find out the probability of the birth of a child, no disease, and being a carrier has the disease mutation in one allele of the gene in every generation. So if you analyze this, so how to solve the pedigree? This is a very simple trick. You can follow this. So this thing will be that this is affected male, carrier female, unaffected female, female. So what do you want? That birth of a child having no disease and being carrier. No disease and being carrier, that would be 50% the carrier is this and normal is this. So 50% is the carrier and 50% is the normal. So that could be one answer. And another answer will be that one fourth of this will be your one fourth of this will be carrier. So both 2 and 3 can be answered. In question 105. It is saying that consider the following statements regarding function of adrenal pituitary medulla. So first tell me what is the hormone that's secreted by adrenal medullary hormones. That is your adrenaline or non-adrenaline. So it causes pupillary constriction? No, it causes pupillary dilation. Hyperglycemic hormone, absolutely. This is a fight and flight hormone. Reduction, absolutely right. Strength of the heart contraction, absolutely right. So it is saying correct statement, correct answer. So what is your answer? Third option. Now question 106 is the easy question. This is came in your FLTI, sent the papers. 106. It is what of the following is an example of a zygomorphic flower. All these are actinomorphic. Is the zygomorphic. So fourth option is your correct answer. Then 107. It is saying that who proposed the genetic code for the amino acid? This is one easy one. This is if you notice you can answer. There is no physics in this. Okay. But before in physics there are so many formulas and everything. Paper was very tough. Okay. But in this biology, if you know you can answer. If you don't know, you can't answer. So 107. It's two is George Gamow is the correct answer. The question 108. Statement first. It is saying that in ecosystem there is unidirectional flow of energy of sun from the producer to consumer. Absolutely right. Unidirectional flow. And statement second is saying that ecosystems are exempted from second law of thermodynamics. No, ecosystems are not exempted. They follow the second law of thermodynamics. So this is not correct. Okay. So energy degrades as it flows because you know that producer have the highest, then there is a 10% loss of energy in each successive levels. Okay, when you go up, producer to consumer, tertiary consumer. So energy is losing. Okay, energy is degrading as it flows. So statement first is correct, or statement second is incorrect. So fourth option is your correct. Question 109. This is the easy question. This kind of question you already have seen. But suppose this kind of question which I have seen, this question you have never seen in any paper, in any institution or anywhere. There are so many questions you also said for pedigree, but this is a very good question also. And they also have two answers. And question 109, it is second option. It will be correct answer. That's why part shows the analogy. Analogy means your convergent evolution convergent. And 110. All living members of class Cyclostomata are ectoparasite. Ectoparasite, okay. Not free living, not endo, not symbiotic. Ectoparasite. Is a pet from isomix in episode. They attach to fishes and suck the body fluids. Then 111. History are induced with what? Lysine and arginine. Easy one again. It's a very easy. All these questions in this page, only this question was tough. Apart from all are very easy. And question 112 again, if you visualize the formula, it is third option is the correct answer. That wireless for logistic growth of population. 130. This question I will also say good one, very good one, very good one, very good question. 130. It is saying that the primary function of the Golgi apparatus is to package the material made by the endoplasmic reticulum and deliver it to the intracellular targets and outside the cell. Correct. Reason is saying what? The vesicles containing materials made by the endoplasmic reticulum fuse with the C phase of the Golgi apparatus and they are modified and released from the trans phase of the Golgi apparatus. Correct. If we put a because here, you will find a link between them. Why the primary function of Golgi apparatus is the package material. So both assertion reason are true and reason is the correct expression of the assertion. Some people are confused that okay, this is true, but they can't establish a link. That's why this is a very good question. Now question number 104. These are the following statements about Rubik's cube true. It catalyzes the carboxylation of the RUB. Absolutely true. So first option is your correct answer. It activates only in dark. No, it activates in all dark and whatever like light. It has higher affinity for carbon dioxide, not oxygen. It has an enzyme involved with photolysis of water. Not at all. Photolysis is done by oxygen evolving complex. Then question number 115. So 115 A progesterone is secreted from ovary. Relaxin is secreted from where? Relaxin is secreted from corpus luteum. Then melanocyte stimulating hormone is pars intermedia. And catecholamine is your adrenal medulla. So option number second. Second is the correct answer. Sorry. This I have this mistake. This is wrong, given wrong. A is 4. Progesterone is secreted by corpus luteum. Relaxin is secreted by ovary. Melanocyte is definitely pars intermedia and catecholamine is adrenal medulla. So second option. Question 160. The protein portion of the enzyme is called your apoenzyme. Fourth answer is correct. Here it is saying that which of the following enzymes are not essential for gene coding? Restriction enzyme you need, DNA ligase you need, DNA mutase I don't think you need. I have not heard of it. Okay, not essential. Then DNA recombinase not essential. DNA polymer is essential. So not essential, not so that is your C and T. Second option. Move to the next question. This question also some kind of new I will say. Not tough, not tough definitely, but if you studied this, whatever you believe in yourself, that जितना मैंने पढ़ा है उसमें से ही आया है, so you can answer this. If you put your brain into it, that DNA mutation, that is saying gene cloning, that means there must be use of DNA recombinase. Then you can't answer this question. You will get this wrong. In 180, which of the following type of immunity present from the birth? That is innate immunity. You acquire immunity after birth, that is acquired immunity. Question 190. Which factor is a dimension factor? You know that. That is a rho factor. So apart from this, whatever I discussed, I found only 2-3 questions are good. Rest all questions you can easily answer. There's no rocket science in this like physics. Which of the following hormones released from pituitary is actually synthesized in hypothalamus? That is your antidiuretic hormone. That is synthesized in hypothalamus but secreted by pituitary. So third option is your correct answer. Moving to the next question, question number 121. Which of the following microbes is not involved in the evolution of household plants? Solve this thing. This is very good question. I mean, very good question. So, not involved. That means Aspergillus niger involved. Lactobacillus, that is your not household product. Definitely. Okay. So Aspergillus niger is not, then Trichoderma polysperm is not. So Lactobacillus, Saccharomyces cerevisiae is for bread, Lactobacillus is for curd, Propionectar harmony is for cheese. So all these are household. So it is industrial scale Aspergillus niger, nitric acid, and Trichoderma polysperm. So cyclosporin A. These are industrial. So correct answer is Question number third. Yes. Then question number 122. 122. So it is saying that statement first, fig fruit is a non-vegetarian fruit and it has enclosed figs walks in it. Obviously, first line is correct, but fig walks in it. This is not correct. The statement second is saying that fig wasps and free fig tree exhibit mutual relationship as fig wasps complete its life cycle in fig fruit and fig fruit gets poisoned by fig wasp. Not correct. Okay. Third option. Both are incorrect. Yes. Also. Then moving to the next question. One question number 133. Role of the water vascular system in echinodermis is respiration and locomotion, excretion and locomotion, capture of the dust. This is echinodermis. Water vascular system in echinodermis. What is the role? The roles are that respiration and locomotion, yes. Then excretion and locomotion, no. Capture and transport of food, yes. Digestion and respiration, no. Digestion and excretion, no. So A and C. Third option is your correct answer. Then question number 124. So after maturation in primary lymphoid organ, the lymphocyte migrate for interaction with antigens to secondary lymphoid tissue like. So what are the secondary lymphoid tissue mainly asking? You don't need to look at this. So what is the secondary lymphoid tissue? What are the secondary lymphoid tissue? Thymus is your primary lymphoid tissue. Bone marrow is your primary lymphoid tissue. Spleen, pancreas, lymph nodes is secondary lymphoid organ. This is very easy. If you can't answer this question, I don't know what you got saved you. Question 195. Again, match the following. You can't mistake in match the following is the easiest type. So Eiffel quadrant, who gave Eiffel quadrant? Eiffel quadrant causes of biodiversity loss. Then X2 conservation, that is your cryopreservation. Then Camara. Lantana Camara, obviously. As per I have not heard it, but how I will answer this? This is alien species invention. Then Dodo what? Extinction. So correct answer is third option. Then question number 126. Here the following statements on plant growth and development. So parthenocarpy can be induced by auxin. Absolutely right. Then plant growth regulator can be involved in promotion as well as inhibition of the protein. You know that abscisic acid is the inhibition of growth. Then de-differentiation is a prerequisite for de-differentiation. Absolutely correct. Differentiation, de-differentiation, and then de-differentiation. All are prerequisite of the successive ones. Lactic acid is a plant growth promoter. No, this is the inhibitor. Apical dominance from the growth of apical buds. That is saying apical dominance, not lateral buds. The second option is a correct answer. Easy one. Question number 127. So it is saying that again match the following. So examples we have to match. Pteridophyte, Salvinia. Then bryophyte is your polytrichum. Examples you have to remember. NCERT examples. Everything NCERT example. Then angiosperm. What is this? Angiosperm is your what? Salvia. And gymnosperm is your ginkgo biloba. Okay, that is used for brain medication, psychiatric medication. Very good one. Oh, so you will read this in your MBBS if you got the medical college. So 127, third option is your correct answer. Then question number 128. Why can't insulin be given to orally to diabetic patients? If bioavailability will increase, not a suitable answer. Human body will elicit a strong immune response. Not correct. It will be digested definitely because diabetic insulin is a protein, proteinaceous hormone. So it will be digested. Third option is your correct answer. So question number 127, 129. Um, it is saying that which of the following is the characteristic feature of gymnosperm? Gymnosperms are flower for reproduction, Seeds are enclosed in fruit, seeds are naked, seeds are absent. So it's a characteristic feature of the gymnosperm. That is, seeds are naked. They do not produce flower. Okay. Third option is the characteristic. Then question number 130. Frog से question आ गया मेरे देखिए इसलिए we put so many questions from the cockroach and frog. This is the result. If you solve all these questions, you can get this very easily. The frog respire in water by skin and buccal cavity. No, frog in water, frog use skin, gills, okay, but not buccal cavity. Then on land, skin, buccal cavity, and lungs. All this, okay. So 130. The statement is false for water, but true for land. Fourth option. The paper was lengthy. Paper was lengthy, but not tough. For biology, I'm saying. Physics was definitely tough. Chemistry was moderate, but biology was easy. I will say moderate because the paper was lengthy. Questions are not tough. Silencing of specific mRNA possible via RNAi because of the complementary TRNA. Fourth option. Sorry. This is your complementary double stranded RNA. Complementary double stranded RNA. Second option is your correct answer. Then question number 132. Twins are born to a family that lives next door to you. The twins are boy and a girl. Which of the following must be true? They have 75% identical genetic content. They are monozygotic twins. They are fraternal twins. They are conceived through in vitro fertilization. Tell me, what are these? The twins are boy and a girl. If boy and girl, then there must be fraternal twins. Why? Because fraternal twins develop from two separate fertilized eggs, resulting in genetically distinct individuals. Fourth option, the third option is your correct answer here. This is also a good question. I mean, not tough, but tricky question. This question we put in your or BTS paper. It is this kind of question. The question 133. Scutellum, that is your cotyledon of the monocot seed. The non-albuminous seed is the groundnut. Epiblast is the rudimentary cotyledon. Peristome is the persistent nucellus. So second option is your correct answer. Then question number 134. Again frog से question आ गया. So in frog, the renal product system is a special venous connection that acts the link between. This question I have already solved in apparatus. In our apparatus. 134. That is your kidney and the lower parts of the body. First option. Then question number 135. What it is saying that uh, match the following heart. So heart is ANA, arterial natriuretic factor. The name itself suggests kidney definitely secrete your erythropoietin. And gastrointestinal tract is your secreting adrenal cortex, your aldosterone. So the answer will be question number first. So this concludes the explanation of the bio part 1. Okay. So apart this question from 91 to 135, whatever we discussed, the almost we discussed 45 questions. So 5 questions were tough, I will say. 20 questions were moderate, and 20 questions were easy. So if you score 330 plus or 340 plus in biology, I am saying, then you are very safe. You are very safe. Very safe. And if you score 310 or 300, then you are also good. I mean, this is not a bad score in this paper. But if you are scoring more than 330 or 340, then you are doing very good. You have done very good. Okay. So I hope you understand the solution. All the best for your results. We'll be with you. Thank you.